welcome to USTC360. I'm DaAi. In learning about the humanities, we examine literature, philosophy, the arts, and more. And is it just for fun? In the book Not-for-Profit, Martha Nussbaum suggests that we should think like philosopher Jean Jacques Rousseau. That to see people as real and equal, we must first see the world through the lens of many types of vulnerability, cultivating a rich imagination. Coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, this idea lies at the core of Tzu Chi's mission to teach humanistic culture. And today, I'll introduce you to the people who might just be Rousseau's reincarnation, the first of which looks through a lens of his own.
我妈妈就是掌厨啊，她本来是在这个成衣厂啊，那退休以后完全都是在厨具做助工。好像罗爸爸好像是做这个摄影的主业，91年就认识他嘛。所以我们慈济刚开始的时候，那时候没有人会摄影啊，所以一定要记录嘛，所以请他来。
我说好啊，拍什么呢？他说拍厨具的开幕典礼，我就开始拍了。
那请他来要钱哦，
他们定说要多少多少，我比外面的还便宜了。
他在外面是360块，他算我们300块就好了。
老妈妈就教我的啦，不能那个太贵了嘛。
老妈妈就把他引进来做会员嘛。
那个是头一次，后来到现在已经20多年了，我没有收过1分钱。
In 1991, Papa Lo was 58 years old and was among the first documentation volunteers. He started with a camcorder to record Tzu Chi history.
这个种所以很安定了不会摇。那个上款啊，我们救济啊，募款的时候用这个。
Today, 23 years later, Papa Lo is 81 and is the most experienced video volunteer at the New York chapter. Enthusiastic about filming, he kept previous footage of the beginnings of Tzu Chi USA.
罗叔兄你好，
你好，辛苦辛苦。
去车上照嘛那个。
他就是有那个摄影班嘛，好像说先中几十个学生哦。
不一样哦，赶快拍好了就跑掉。不是，这样换着这样角度，有时候要这样，不能直直拍呀，照相机要歪一点，哪里有这样拍？ 我每一次来教学校里面教课的时候，我一定有一个穿那个厨具的 uniform， 意思就是厨具人教摄影课，一切免费福利。别的地方很贵哦，拍完之后就每年做展览啊，拍什么东西呢？要感动的，像厨具什么活动啊，拍一拍，你看世界上有这样的。 职工做好事，请大家知道我的这个理论赶快买照相机来学习。就是我们上面讲嘛，我们尽量付出嘛，无所求的付出嘛。
我对罗爸爸这种无私的奉献。
I really admire Papa Law's selfless dedication. We can record such dedication through our lenses and then broadcast it to inspire more people.
我们的作品来感动更多的人。
我妈妈就是在出去煮饭好多年了，学着看呐，偷看她怎么弄啊。
罗妈妈往生以后她会常常会说：“哎呀，我现在都没有饭吃了，回去都要随便自己弄一点什么出了。”
漂亮一点。我是摄影拍相片的，所以什么东西都要弄得漂漂亮亮，吃的好不好那是另一回事了哈。
On February 14, 2013, Mama Lo passed away. Without her company, Papa Lo still focused on volunteer work. Through video seminars, through the camera lens, he continues to record history for Tzu Chi. Even though his wife has passed, Papa Lo is doing more now than before.
我出去回来我就一定要说 ，I go out，I come back home now， 要给他挨下子，就打招呼啊，不能随便出去啊，这个是我的习惯。
罗妈妈现在看不到了，我说罗妈妈会保护你了，你会更健康了。
慈济是就终身的就慈济给我快乐，当然做下去，做到100年也100岁也可以了。
While Papa Luo helps us see the world through his camera, Tzu Chi volunteers on the West Coast are giving listeners a buzz on the radio waves. And you'll see it's not as easy as it sounds. Let's see how volunteers are spreading the Dharma, but also some good tunes in California. In Los Angeles, Tzu Chi volunteers set up a radio program, World of Tzu Chi's Love. It plays on the frequency 1300 AM.
World of Tzu Chi's Love in Los Angeles. Good morning, listeners. Welcome to this week's World of Tzu Chi program. I'm Francis.
Volunteers also established a DaAi radio station, which airs on Silicon Valley's 92.3 FM.
Great love shines on the world. Good morning, my dears from the Bay Area.
In Southern California, the Chinese population is actually quite significant, about 1 million. About 3 years ago, I suggested to headquarters that we establish a World of Tzu Chi program.
Actually, our team for Tzu Chi DaAi radio program includes 3 groups of volunteers. There is Sister Ping Yao, Doreen, and myself. But behind us, there is an entire team to make the program happen.
We quickly form a team, and more than 3 years have passed. We work on the program with joy.
The radio program needs a producing team and host, so it allows all of us to work on it. When we record the program, we sometimes encounter difficulties because we do the recordings at home.
Before, I would take an iPhone, wear my headset, and take my script with me and record in the closet. Every time after recording, I would be sweating, because sometimes in the summer, I used a blanket to cover myself as I recorded.
I chose to play it at night because I felt it would be the most noise-free setting.
We hope to choose a more quiet place so the recordings will be without background noise. At the time, I had 2 dogs. Sometimes they would bark as we recorded. This is a problem we'd encounter while recording at home. For equipment, we'd use a mobile recorder.
The recording quality got better, but as I think through the years, I feel I've been improving.
I was responsible for the interviews. When the material came back, maybe we needed only 7-8 minutes, but the interview was 30 minutes. You need to cut the 30 minutes to a 7-8 minutes video. This will be time consuming. How do you connect the scenes together and include the music?
So when they asked me to provide music, I took out my Chinese zither to play. The songs were all Tzu Chi songs. There were many of them, and I couldn't learn them all.
Even though time and resources were limited, the 2 teams completed the productions on time and shared their positive messages with the world.
The smartphones we use have many types of software.
I will use the iPhone and send by email. Normally, I'll attach the files and send it to Sister Francis.
21 strings were easy for me, but these high-tech products are not. I use my cell phone and my iPad to record the music. We downloaded an app.
Conquering the challenges of the recording environment, volunteers are determined to learn new skills.
That is very convenient. You can send an email directly after recording. Sending it to editing volunteer, sometimes 2 pieces of equipment would be used in rotation.
After editing and adding the soundtrack, everyone sends their pieces to me. I'll put together a final version, adding Tzu Chi songs and make it into a 30 minutes program. When we physically record and edit, it would take us 7 to 8 hours to complete every week.
The pre-production footwork would take 2 to 4 weeks for each episode.
We need imagination for our production. I'm talking to a vast audience, even though I'm alone in a small room, but we are trying to broadcast this program to a large group. We need to make the audience feel that you are speaking with them individually.
Over the past 3 years doing the World of Tzu Chi program, we had a lot of audiences saying, "I'm waiting to listen to your program every week."
You'll notice that the program you are doing, there's actually someone listening.
Listening to our own program on air is the greatest honor and joy.
When I first listened to the song Seed of Remembrance, which I performed, I was in the car and pulled over to listen.
Everyone at the radio station are not professional broadcasters, but masters say you become professional when you put your heart into it. This allows the Chinese population in Southern California to listen to our program when they desire. It's very touching. Our program is coming to an end. Hope everyone listening can keep a positive mindset to enjoy the weekend. We also wish your family well and send our blessings. Let's meet on the air same time next week. Goodbye. Okay, done.
As volunteers are mastering the art of recording, our next group of volunteers will show us how they delicately balance coffee, tea, and environmental protection all in one. It's the Ecoverse, Tzu Chi's first and only bookstore cafe that is independent of an office, where locals in San Diego can learn more about the environment and grab a cup of joe. So let's see what's brewing.
When I moved here from Los Angeles back in July of 2012, my main purpose was to work with Ecoverse, Jingsi Books and Cafe. This is Tzu Chi's first store in a public area.
We got iced tea, iced coffee, hot tea.
I would like some iced tea.
I had originally planned to go back when the store stabilized after 2 months, but I haven't left at all. Because of the Jingsi Books and Cafe, people will come in if they wanted to have a beverage. Other than coffee drinks, there are also educational sessions related to environmental protection.
We have everything from urban garden, composting, we have a meditation class. We have something, for everyone.
The customers may be interested and decide to join our sessions and may end up practicing in their homes. Once they have more experience, they can join our volunteer team and invite more people to join us. In 2012, we did a test run on August 4th and had a grand opening on December 9th. At the time, the library hadn't opened yet. One of the main reasons why we chose this location was because there was a new library being built here. Then there was not as many people around the area. Sometimes there would be just a few people on the street. There's only one store here. Others are either office or residential buildings. There wasn't a huge flow of customers. Sometimes there would only be a few people a day. We, of course, would be worried that we couldn't reach people's hearts, couldn't spread the wisdom of Dharma, and couldn't advertise the importance of environmental protection. When we started this store, of course we would like to have as many customers as we can. However, we aim to recruit as many volunteers based on our resources. If we had a crowd like Starbucks, we would always be serving coffee instead of having interactions with the customers.
For us, it's more so the few people that do come in, that they actually get what we're about. They end up staying for the workshops, for everything else that we do. They end up donating.
Up until September last year, it was the library's grand opening. The crowd started to stabilize. Every day we would have an average of 25 to 30 customers.
Those 20 are usually pretty moved by what we do, and they definitely end up coming back for the learning aspect of Ecoverse.
So today we're going to talk about the real urban garden. Yeah, seriously.
In the States, it is difficult to advocate spirituality. People only come if they approve of your religion. But if you talk about environmental protection, everyone agrees and you open the door.
The urban gardening, we learned how to take bottles and use them, recycle them into planters.
Gardening in the city allows people to start growing their own vegetables or fruits through sessions.
Recently, I started composting, actually, and that's something I would have never done before. I didn't know anything about it, but because of our urban garden compost class, I learned from it.
Yeah, space saving, so with this tiny space, you can grow a lot.
I'm living in an apartment building, and I really wanted to learn how I could grow an urban garden inside of my space.
Sometimes we're able to introduce Tzu Chi and spread Master's wisdom.
For myself, I really enjoy the calmness of the conversations, the way we should talk to one another when we're discussing the compassion that is here.
We are starting to see regular customers at our sessions. They join our session and become our volunteers. There are around 22 of them.
We also bring the urban garden class to outreach to interact with the community.
Other than regular sessions, we now started to work with the communities to advertise various campaigns.
Helping out the homeless right now is a big thing that Ecoverse is working on.
In the PATH shelter, we are doing urban gardening. The program allows the homeless to get occupational training.
Yeah, so as well as working here, I also volunteer for Tzu Chi. Before, I really had no interaction with the homeless, but now, yeah, I definitely have a way more compassionate view and more empathetic view of working with the homeless. Just seeing like how much of, they're really no different than me or you or anyone.
We hope through these sessions they can learn how to focus on one thing while they take care of other plants and practice accountability. Today, because we have this location, we don't have to go and look for people. They will come to us. This store allows us to join community events, attract volunteers, introduce the idea of sustainable life, and most importantly, introduce Tzu Chi to Main Street communities.
If that wasn't your cup of tea, then this next segment just might be. Here we'll meet with our friends from Idyllwild, California, where a stolen Buddha statue caused a karmic series of events that followed suit. And now let's see how Master Zhang Yun's writings made its way there too. Earlier this year, after an incident with the Buddha statue, Catherine, who lives in Idyllwild, California, bonded with Tzu Chi volunteers. March 17th was Catherine's first time bringing Jingsa aphorism books into hotels.
Thank you. Thank you. When we got there, I think it was on the way up there to Woodland Park Manor, the volunteers said, one of them said, "We like when you're with us because we feel protected." And I thought that was really good because I've lived up here most of my life. And I introduced myself as Kathy Gorsney, and I've lived up here most of my life. Get to do something positive for our community. So we're going to go out, and I will...
Soon after, Catherine and her ex-husband Mike had reconnected. She also gave him a book of aphorisms and bamboo bank to him.
And I see Mike's truck.
My name's Michael Kellner, and I've lived up here in Idyllwild since 1954. Idyllwild is our home, so even though we separated, we're still, best friends, and the whole ordeal happened with the Buddha and my grandson. It just brought us all even closer together. So it's been a great experience.
How you got this?
I got it from Kathy.
From Kathy? And I feel it out.
At the beginning of May, Tzu Chi volunteers went up to the mountains to visit Catherine. When they met Mike, he immediately gave a coin-filled bamboo bank to the volunteers. He said he wanted to help more people in need.
Michael was like Master disciple because he had read Master's book, Life Economics. He said that while he was in a hospital, he was very touched after reading this book, so he hurried and shared it with a patient beside him. After he was dispatched, he gave the book to his Chinese doctor.
My name is Miles Thomas. I'm an acupuncturist here in Idyllwild, California. 2 weeks ago, he asked if it was okay if you guys came. He knew that I was Buddhist and had studied with a bunch of Buddhist teachers, so it was very easy to convince me to have you guys in. And this is probably the first time I have come in contact with a Buddhist organization at all that is as socially engaged as your organization seems to be. So it's fantastic, it's wonderful.
In the town of Idyllwild, there is a mysterious legend. People believe that positive energy will always gather there. Despite the distance, they can't meet with Tzu Chi volunteers every day, but Jingsa aphorisms connect them still. During his recent stay in the hospital, Mike read one Jingsa aphorism every day and pondered its meaning deeply.
Mainly, what I got out of all of it was just love. That if you live your life in love and giving and kindness, that, we're all going to help Mother Earth and help each other.
The aphorisms have made a deep impression in Mike's heart. Tzu Chi volunteer Berlinda Lin also bought more books written by Master and plans to give them to Mike the next time they meet.
This is Life Economics. This is the essence of filial piety. From austerity to prosperity, and Dharma as water.
These are all for him. I am hoping through Master's books, he can understand Tzu Chi from a more profound point of view.
You know, everything I read just pointed me in that direction, that I need to be part of this organization.
Oh, thank you. This is my piece of birthday cake for my 63rd birthday, which was yesterday. And the Tzu Chi volunteers brought me this cake, and we're having it at my son's tie-dye booth, and I'm gonna share it with you. Yum, yum, strawberries.
Coming back from Idyllwild, now let's turn to the more savory side of Tzu Chi's humanistic cultural mission, the food.
When we first started this project, we thought we would put the Jingsi rice and children's cultural lessons together, because Jingsi rice was not particularly common to the children. We thought we should bring in the Western factor. The most common food in the States is pizza, so we thought we would put the Jingsi rice and pizza together so that the students can enjoy it and to allow them to enjoy food other than the ones they already know. We hope we can bring together Jingsi rice and cultural lessons.
I feel happy.
At the beginning, I was doing some experiment at home. I tried about 3 times till I got it. After the 3rd time, when I controlled the temperature, it really felt like what Master had said. You are professional when you put your heart into it. When you put your heart into it, you would be able to do things better.
North California volunteers used their creativity to transform Jingsi rice into pizza. At headquarters, they held a vegetarian rice dish competition. The creativity of Tzu Chi's youth made the concept of the rice more dynamic.
My name is Vivian Yang, and I'm from Team 3. We're doing the United States of America. Today we'll be cooking instant rice to show that rice can be cooked quickly and it can be healthy.
The contestants considered ways to transform the Jingsi rice into dishes that could suit cuisines from different countries and cultures.
Hi, my name is James Thongkam, and I'm part of the Australia group with the Iron Chef. We are cooking in Australia and fried rice.
The intention of Tzu Chi's Jingsi rice was to allow disaster victims to make rice using cold water, without gas or electricity when a disaster strikes. But not only can the rice be used for disaster relief, it's versatile enough for daily life. They say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but Tzu Chi's got that down already. By supporting and participating in Tzu Chi's many programs, you open a new chapter in your own knowledge. Who knows? It may lead to a fantastic read, a worthwhile sight, or even a delicious bite. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jean Jacques Rousseau, and I'll see you soon.